Okay, this is a demo of how Coca-Cola could check in on the company values. This could be for a monthly meeting, quarterly pulse check, annual pulse check, or whatever it is. It just creates a real easy and quick check-in for managers, for the HR team, whatever it is. I went on the website for Coca-Cola and I saw that you've got the vision, the key pillars for the vision, but then also the values. So literally all I've done is just copied these, turned it into an iyarn check-in with the values, and I put in a little bit of dummy data here. This is all dummy data. I use whole numbers rather than any decimal points, and I've done 4 check-ins, as you can see here, just to kind of show you how it could be used. This is the way, imagine I would share this, and anyone who gets the link would be taken through to do a quick check-in just like this. And you can see an individual, an organization in Coca-Cola would be able to do this, and whether it was a private check-in, which means that who's put in this data, or if it was a public check-in, we get the aggregate of everyone who's done that. Feeling like this today. Oopsies, we put that there. And then you've got a bit of a picture of where that person's at. The idea is that over here on the left, this wheel is a conversation canvas. And the idea is that the manager can then lean in and see, oh, interesting. So diversity is really strong, but this one here, for passion. Something's happened. It started off really high at the beginning of the check-ins, and something's happened here. So maybe this is a valuable conversation for the manager, direct line report to have with that person. These are the overall values, but the beauty of it, this is maybe a company value-wide values check-in, pulse check-in you may want to do once a month. It may be anonymous, but then what you may want to do, if you go back here, we can actually go, team check-in, team check-in, and that would be team check-in. You can customize this however you want, and you wanted a private check-in. So this means you can see each individual's data over time. You can turn on whole numbers, and then you can say maybe actually we'll put in sleep there, mindfulness. We can go work. This is a really powerful thing to maybe co-create with your team. We can go hobbies. I like putting health in there, and just keep it in pretty high level. And this creates a bit of space for teams to have, and then there could be actually Coca-Cola values. You can even put that in there as well as an overarching thing, and then you can go in here, sleep. Are you sleeping 7 to 9 hours? And go so you can customize the description here. So this is a quick and easy way around giving you a bit of a demo around how iyarn could be useful for the company to check in the company values, but then also customize check-ins for each teams. And all they need to do is just copy this URL and then share it to anyone who they'd like to see. And as a manager, you'll be able to see each individual's data over time. You've got here, and you can kind of see, imagine this is your entire team, and you can see how everyone's trended over time. What we generally do for iyarn is create custom, for businesses, is create customized reports. So what Uber do, they generally have a real bespoke report that we generate for them, where the manager has an assessment of the individual, but also the individual has a self-assessment based on their KPIs. We've got other groups like Country Road Group who are using it store by store, the well-being and the health and well-being of their store staff, and then we aggregate all that data, and that's really useful for the exec team to be able to do a check-in with their team. So there's a bunch of different ways around how we do it, and yeah, so that's a quick little 101 around how iyarn can be used for Coca-Cola to pulse check-ins for the values and well-being discussions throughout the year.